Wasabi! Good morning, guys. It is August 13th? Something like, yeah. Early in the morning, August 13th, about 2:48 in the morning. Going to be making a delivery in this video to the Walmart distribution center in Clarksville, Arkansas. We're just passing through Lamar right now, which is within about 10 miles or so of our receiver. This will be that load I picked up at Miracle in Belvedere, Illinois. Alright, so Belvedere, it was a load of fresh, what I can best describe as an assortment of fresh foods. Fresh temperature controlled foods. It's just regular assortment of stuff. But anyway, yeah, I picked it up, I ended up taking it down on that same shift, ran down to the town of McLean, Illinois. McLean is not too far south of Bloomington, Illinois. Along, what is that, I-39 or, no, I think I was on I-55 by then. Yeah, I-39 runs into Bloomington, and then that's where it terminates. It terminates into I-55, if I remember right. But anyway, yeah, I ended up just getting a little bit tired by then. I could have ran pretty good distance down on that shift, but not all the way down here. Probably, maybe even could have made it here onto I-40, like over by Conway or Marlton or whatever, but I was getting a little tired. It was about 4:30 in the morning or so, and normally it's about what I normally do, start getting sleepy, and it's probably a good thing that I did stop and when I did, because it gives me an opportunity to set up my shifts so I can run my hours when they fit best with when I tend to be awake and sleep. Like I say, around 4 or 5 in the morning usually is when I expect that I'm going to be really tired and want some rest. And running in the middle of the night, I always tend to want to take at least a 2-hour nap, if not longer, and then and then get rolling again. And at the time when I stopped there in McLean, I did not know what time my appointment time was going to be for this delivery, so I had to assume that it would possibly be in the early morning hours. As it turned out, it will not be early morning hours. It's actually going to be in the afternoon. Sultan Transit Incorporated. Why are you slowing down for a curve? Because you're a wimp? Not even much effort here. Alright, we're just getting into Clarksville now. I want to say this exit right here is the one with the Walmart, but I could be wrong. Walmart, they actually have some RV/truck parking available there. If you can find a spot there, it's not a bad spot. There's a sushi restaurant across the street. At least there was last time I stopped there. Boy, that's been a while. Now, what can I say? I like sushi. My wife got me onto it earlier on when we were still dating. I wouldn't touch sushi or most seafood at all, but she talked me into giving it a try. I'm like, this is actually good. I go for that on a regular basis. Alright, well, yeah, this is where the Walmart's at. Let's see. Yeah, this building right here across the street from Walmart by the Arby's, where that Vapor Maven is. I think that's the building that had the sushi restaurant in it. Can't tell. So yeah, I look like there's still trucks over there. Alright, anyway. And so for Walmart, I have a couple of options. What the hell? There's a Love's here. Oh yeah, someone told me about this Love's. Okay, yeah, this Love's is brand new. I was used to going to Lazy Earl's, which is, we can use this exit here. And, you know, this road goes down to the south and then curves off to the west, and it'll run you right into Lazy Earl's. Or you can use the next exit down, what's that US highway over there. But you know, I forgot this Love's is here. Not that I'm really expecting that there'll be any parking available right now, but why not? I mean, my receiver is technically right off of this exit anyway. It's just kind of take your pick whether you want to use this route or the other one. I think they're kind of similar in time. And this Love's here has a Bojangles, and yeah, I'm not a huge fried chicken guy. I do like fried chicken, but I try to be real careful about how much fried food in general that I eat, because it's not good for you. It's not good for your heart. So, but I'm no, you know, I'm like anybody else. I do like my at least some fried chicken. Alright, now, I had only once ever had Bojangles before, and that was, I think, when I picked up a load of the world's best dressed chicken over in Ward, South Carolina. And that load was going to not Moberly, but Milan, Missouri. I'm not going to call it Milan. I don't give a shit what you guys think that it's supposed to be called. That's anyway. Alright, let's see if we can find parking here. And this freaking box here drives me nuts. I can't see, and I always have to duck down to so I can see what's going on. There might be a spot over here on the left, but that might be a bobtail or somebody else. We'll find out. Regardless, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Man, that's a straight back shot too. Yeah, I'll go for that. Damn it. I don't know how I ended up so far. Oh, I know why, because come on. I need a better angle. Yeah, I don't think I was able to get the angle right because needing to avoid this guy right here, but let's get it coming back a little more this way toward that way. Wherever that is over on the sight side. Alright, now we'll start angling back toward the blind side guy a little bit. Just running in creep mode. You don't need to be in a big hurry. Alright, let's get those tandems a little bit more toward the center of the spot. Let's follow the trailer straight back. Let the tandems get there on their own. They don't need any help. Now get the drives over there to the center of the spot. Okay, there's that light pole back there I'm going to have to watch for. Oh, no, we're good. Not even gonna touch the light pole. Master Express out of Roanoke. Alright, so I've only had Bojangles one time, and that was when I picked up that Ward, South Carolina, the Milan load. I don't even remember where exactly it was. I just know there was a Pilot truck stop that I stopped at for my break. I want to say it was right by the South Carolina and Georgia border. Maybe you guys who run that side of the country more often can refresh me on that. But there's Bojangles like right next door to the Pilot, and I decided to give it a try. And like, man, I was impressed. It was actually good. Yeah, the chicken was like good and nice and juicy. Had really good flavor. That whole restaurant was like just, I mean, not like it was busy at all there, but seemed to be very well managed. Yeah, they were friendly there, and damn, it was probably one of the best fried chicken places I've been to. So like, man, I'd definitely go for this. I don't know, maybe see how it goes. Got a bite to eat here before we go make our delivery. But alright, this load is going to be delivering at 16:15, I think, this afternoon. I said it's just short of 3 a.m. right now. While we're on the topic of food, well, when I was there in McLean at that Road Ranger, and I think it was also called Dixie's. Alright, so they got like a cafe and buffet thing there. Decided to give it a try. Yeah, most people, I guess, have the buffet thing. I don't even know what they had there for buffet. It wasn't a very big place anyway, so. And I tend to be a little iffy on buffet food. You never know how long it's been sitting there, how fresh or not fresh it's going to be. So I ended up ordering a ribeye plate there instead. Now, ribeye with baked potato, and it comes with a soup and salad bar. Service-wise, I would say the place was good. There were a couple of ladies working there. They seemed to be really friendly and, you know, helping each other out. I'd say the kitchen staff also did a pretty good job too. Because you know, I asked for it medium rare. You know, and of course when they serve it, the server asked me if I want any A1 steak sauce or anything like that. I'm like, I hope not. If I have to put steak sauce on it, there's something wrong with the chef's not doing a very good job if I have to put steak sauce on it. You know, if it's necessary for me to do that to get the flavor I need, then what the chef do wrong? That's my thought on it. Anyway, yeah, it came out like nice and juicy and just how I liked it. But a couple of things here. One, it was a thinner slice. And I was wondering how it got to me so fast, and it kind of got to me wondering, like, how the hell did they do this so quick? But as thin as that slab of meat was, I can't say I'm too surprised. The only the big issue I had with that one, that was there was so much fat on that ribeye. There was not nearly as much to eat, that I could eat as I would have liked, especially for that price. I think it was like $31 or something for that plate, and I was like, I can usually get an 8-ounce Chateaubriand, or basically filet mignon, whatever, for that kind of price. So I don't know, with inflation going on, I don't know if that's, you know, like overkill on the price relative to what other places charge for a ribeye, or if I was, in the right neighborhood or what, I don't know. But yeah, I was not really thrilled with it being like a shitty cut of meat. But yeah, but otherwise it was a half decent place, I would say. Also, the salad bar, not a very big salad bar. I got the job done, but I would say it was missing a couple of things I would have liked to have there, like the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs, and then, usually you see like diced ham and stuff like that at a lot of salad bars. And yeah, this was kind of just very minuscule on what they had for options on what to put on the salad, besides, like, you know, the usual, like, carrots and potato salad and maybe macaroni salad or whatever the hell that other crap is. It's like, I don't put this kind of stuff in a salad. Yeah, that's something I eat on its own by a side or something. I don't put it in a salad though, but yeah, I don't know. That's just me, I guess. It's kind of like biscuits and gravy. I like biscuits. I love biscuits, especially like with fried chicken. Gravy, yeah, and if you have mashed potatoes, I gotta have gravy with it. But together, I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me. It's kind of like some people saying pineapples with pizza. You know, everybody loves pizza. Yeah, a decent number of people like pineapples, but how many of them like them together? It's just kind of a weird combo, again, to me. There are people who like them both together. Just not for me. All right, anyway, I don't want to ramble on and make this video too long. Because we do still need to get down the street to the receiver, make our delivery, and then head back out after that. So I'm going to shut up here, and we'll press on here when it's time to go make our delivery, right? Alright guys, we are ready to go check in. We're going to wait on this guy to dock to finish backing in.
You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
We're on this on high speed, so it doesn't take too much time and not too much to try to figure out what to yap about. So. Alright. Let's see, make sure he's okay. I don't think he'll need to reset, but I don't know. You never know. Alright. Yeah, he just set his brakes. Alright. Looks like somebody's got like a little motor, those scooter things available to rent over here. It's got like about 5 or 6, I don't know, you can probably see it over there in my driver's side camera. There's that red pickup there, and there are several of those scooter things there, like he's probably renting them out to people. I don't know if that's like a regular thing he does here or what. But yeah, once we make this turn here, we'll go ahead and high speed it down to where Lazy Arrows is at, and resume normal. So it's short. I'm just trying to keep from having the video too longer than it really needs to be. Alright, yeah, still got green arrow. It was green when I entered. Alright, it's one of the importance of swinging wide there. Did a proper button hook, and my tandem still weren't too far away from the nose of that pickup there, or SUV, whatever it was. I was busy watching my tandem, so. Alright, so we're gonna go straight down the road here. I'm gonna go high speed it here for you, okay? Alright guys, we're coming up on Lazy Arrows right here on the right side. Alright, we're going to be making a right turn at this stop sign here. See if we have any other JCTs over here. Don't see any yet. I do not see any there, but there is a Hirschbach there. Now, out of curiosity, I might take the other route out of here just to see how much different the time is between getting from Loves to here, this route, versus going from here to Loves, the other route. Oh, there's a JCT over here. Alright, black KW. You can get your trailer washed out over here as well at Lazy Earl's if you need to after you're empty, or if you desire whatever. I'm going to have to go through Russellville with my to get to my next load anyway. I'm not picking up in Russellville, but I will be going through there. There are some county roads that can get me down to where my receiver or my next shipper will be at. But I don't really think it's appropriate for a truck to be on those roads, so probably just end up washing out over in Russellville, where we have an account with them, and go down through go down through town to get to where I'll be picking up, which we'll be talking about later on. Alright guys, we are finally checked in. It is 15:52 local time. I got here probably around 15:20ish, so it took at least a good half hour just to even get to the guard shack. Alright, so we're going to be docking in a door 220. There's two sections over up on the refrigerated side. It's kind of toward the further end of the near section, the side closer to the office. Yeah, it's a bit of a shit show here. A lot of trucks checking out right now as well. We're good there. And you saw a big last line of trucks trying to come in as well when we first got here. So we'll see how long it takes to get docked in. Hopefully not too long. You know, it didn't take me long at all to dock in. Alright, so this is the 100 row over here to my left, and then straight ahead is the 200 row. It's typical Walmart setup here. Normally what I see is a bunch of white trucks, but it's funny, I'll go through that little section over there and it's all black trucks, practically. Alright, it looks like we're going to need to disconnect to come over here to the bullpen. Everybody over here looks like, well, no, I don't know. There's still people hooked up to trucks, the trailers too, but how many of them are in the process of getting in or out, whatever, I don't know. I'm going to figure out what Artur Express is doing, because he is blocking the access to my door. So, alright, I'll put my four-ways on until I figure out what he's doing. Lou Thompson and Son guy here right in front of me, he's pulled away from the door and he's not in his inside his truck, so I'm expecting he's probably either opening or closing his doors. I don't know which, so just in case he's docking out, I want to be out of the way. Artur might be waiting on, he might be waiting on somebody to get out of whatever door he's assigned to. Second that looked like this guy just had him back up, but I don't know where Artur Express is going. Alright guys, I guess our Tour Express is waiting on a door. It's really not where you're supposed to be if you're waiting on someone to vacate their door. It should be parking. There's drop spots over here. She's just far enough back where I can go ahead and dock in. There's pretty good. Yeah, there's plenty of room, so. I might have a little bit of an issue squaring up with my spot because of this guy, but I modified a little bit. Maybe that'll give me the room. Yeah, that'll work. There he is. Had to make sure I knew where that guy was at, so. Try to center it in between the two yellow lines. Yeah, good rule of thumb, if you don't need to block other people from getting in and out of dock doors, don't. She really shouldn't be right there. I know she's waiting on the door. I've had to do the same thing myself. So, like I say, if someone's occupying the door that you're waiting for, put it in one of the spots and wait. Alright guys, we're all ready to go here. It is, what's that, 1900-ish? Yeah, right around 1900, just shy of it. I think I was here for just under 3 hours, sitting here in the door. So about normal. I do have a huge ass BOL to scan, and tonight's Thursday night. I need to make sure it gets scanned in before midnight tonight so I can get paid those miles, even though it was only roughly 750-ish miles total from, including the deadhead miles. It's something better than nothing. Alright, so we're going to go check you out. I'm going to go ahead and take the other route back. Yeah, over to Love's. Yeah, I don't have any, they said that the load was all good. There weren't any OS&Ds, and I didn't have any load locks in there either, so not concerned about any of that. Who we got here? L4443 Charlie. And I also saw 4507 Alpha or whoever, 4507 whatever over there in the corner. Alright, speaking of, there was another JCT driver who came in behind me. And, yeah, don't come flying through. Another JCT driver came in behind me, like a few trucks behind me, docking in, checking in. He had a cable seal on his trailer, but did not have the proper implement to get it off of there. He wasn't sure how the process goes. I gave him a hand using my bolt cutter. An actual dedicated, like a cable cutter or a bolt cutter, that is in good shape. I have a red and black one that I use. It just cut right through it in one cut easily, but I used my wife's when I first got into this truck, and I couldn't find my own cable, my own bolt cutter. I was using hers. Oh my God, it was horrible. All right, we'll get over here behind all the other OTR guys. Sure, Swift over here is going to end up over in the left. Where are you coming? Oh, you get on the scale. Okay. Alright, but just kind of to help you guys out here, if you run into that situation, and I've been in that situation myself, I'm not saying that he should have been more prepared, because I've had times where I'm in a loaner truck, and now when I'm in a loaner truck, I don't want to take anything more. Go for it. All right. Let me back up. Hang on. There's nobody behind me, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him space to get over there, because he's got to get over to the other lane. So hopefully that'll be enough. Anyway, like I say, when I'm in a loaner truck, I don't like taking anything more with me than I absolutely have to, because I know that there's a chance I might have to fly back to get to my own truck or whatever I'm doing. So, and that concerns me. I don't want to carry more on an airplane or whatever other means of transportation to get back to my own truck. So I don't carry anything more than I have to. So like cable cutter stuff, I'm not quite so likely to take with me. So you run into that situation, especially at any Walmart DC. Something that can help you out here is when you're checking in for your delivery, let them know you have a cable seal and you need help getting the seal off. And they usually have cable cutters and bolt cutters and all that right here in the guard shack. What they'll do, they'll just hold your bills hostage for temporarily, and then they'll either let you use the cutter, or they'll go out there and cut it themselves. And then when they get through cutting it off, and they make sure their tool comes back into the guard shack to give you your bills back. I had to do that when I delivered in Sparks at the Walmart there in Sparks, Nevada last time I was over there. So just kind of good, helpful information for you there, okay? Otherwise, if you're in your own truck, do everything you can. Get a I'm not going to sit here and burn yard move on duty on this. Get what you need, whether it's a cable cutter. If you have to go to Harbor Freight or order online, get something from Snap-on or Granger or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just do something there, or sometimes you might find bolt cutters for sale at truck stops. That's where I got mine from. Just so happened when I was in that loaner truck, I was looking everywhere for bolt cutters and couldn't find them. I was going to try to buy one, but ended up never finding one. So I know it can be a problem there, but yeah, very essential. Get what you can, get one.
Empty. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too.
You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
All right, guys, we're all squared away here now. Let's get up here before Wally World gets over here. Alright, so I mentioned I'm going to take the alternate route, the other route over to Love's. Probably will not take you guys all the way there. Myself, I don't know. We'll see however long it takes for me to wrap up telling you the stuff I'm going to tell you about. Alright, so one... damn it. There's a car coming over the hill right when I started to commit, but I wasn't into the lane yet. Yeah, he was coming. Alright, so... we're going to be reloading at... what's the name of that damn town? Wayne Farms in Danville, Arkansas. It's really not that far away from here. I think 35 some odd miles is all that I'm getting paid deadhead for, but problem is getting there a truck legal way. I can either come straight down from right here in the Clarksville area, go straight down to I think Highway 22 if I remember right, and then take 22 across. But then I still have to come back down a little bit, or I'll go over to Russellville. I'm going to go ahead and get my trailer washed out in Russellville, and then I'll just cut down to the southwest from Russellville. It's not that far from Russellville to Danville. I'm pretty sure I even went through Danville on my way to Waldron to pick up a Tyson load a while back. So we see how that goes. That'll be a separate video for you though. We have a new driver at JCT who was referred to me for fuel planning help and all that kind of stuff. And the question was asked what kind of GPS I use. The answer is I don't use GPS. Those of you guys who watch me regularly are well aware of that, but a lot of you guys don't know that. Of course, there's a concern on how do you stay away from low bridges and stuff. So, I do get a lot of viewers on the channel who are new to trucking, not just JCT drivers, but people who are just barely getting their CDLs, or maybe they have even some, sometimes even more CDL experience than I have, but maybe just, maybe there's something that they're not so strong at, as I might be, because, I might have different experience set than what other drivers have. It doesn't mean that I'm a shit hot driver or whatever. There's things that other drivers are going to know that I don't know. Alright, we'll make a right turn here, and then not far off the road, there's going to be a gas station there that you can even park a truck at. And nice. CFI drivers sometimes they're a little bit concerned about their skills, unfortunately. So, alright, but anyway, yeah, I was telling this driver about how I really just use Google Maps, maybe an atlas as well, but not very often an atlas, because there are times I actually find that the atlas doesn't have accurate information in it, like it's obsolete or is missing details that it should have in it. So this Google Maps don't have it route me at all. I have it set up a preview route only so I know what the distance is or what general directions I have as options, but sometimes I have to add extra stops in there to force it to take a route that I want to take. So there's things like that, and I can get into more detail on that. Now this driver, I'm going to go ahead and do a video kind of help explain. This driver is going to be doing deadhead from Lancaster, California to Tulare, California, and then they'll be taking that load to Henderson, North Carolina. All right, eastbound 40 right here. So I'm going to cover in a different, maybe in a different video, some info on how I would personally trip plan that route. Like I said, I don't use GPS. The only time I have any info, like where I have Google Maps or whatever tell me what to do is just right at the very start of my shift, and that's only just long enough to see how many miles I need to cover. Or double check, because I'm also planning out how many 10-hour breaks do I need, how many miles do I need to run in order to not need an extra 10-hour break. So if I like Henderson, North Carolina, I'd probably expect to need probably 4 10-hour breaks on en route, and I want to make sure I can run my shifts in a way where I don't need to take more than that, whatever that pre-planned number of 10-hour breaks is going to be. So, and those of you guys who are newer to the industry, I think would benefit from that. So, I will do some of that kind of stuff on there. If you guys even have some other routes that maybe, which way would you go? Because sometimes the truck GPS will even lead you astray. I think some of you guys know I'm still in one of the Sea of England related Facebook groups. There was a problem, there was a question that came up in that group not long ago where a driver, I guess their GPS was telling them to take Interstate 8. They were going to California via I-10, and they were wondering why it was trying to take them on I-8, and I don't know what other route. So there are different reasons why that could be going on too. Could be just traffic in the Phoenix area, or even could be an incident somewhere west of Phoenix that it could be trying to avoid. Or I've also seen truck GPSs where they think that there's a dimension restriction or weight restriction of some sort that's like equal to whatever your settings on your GPS device are, and it turns out that are not proper. Like, it'll try to avoid a specific route. A friend of mine, he used to drive for JCT. He's actually coming back. I don't know if he's back yet, but I know he's coming back. There was a time when he was going into California on I-40, and it kept trying to tell him to take US 93 up from Kingman to kind of by Boulder City, the Boulder City, Nevada area, south of Las Vegas, and then take US 95 back down to I-40 near Needles. And I told him, just ignore that thing, and then didn't tell him. I told him just because I got map editing experience both with Waze and Google Maps as well. And there's a lot that goes into all that stuff. So, like little details there that I would know about that the average person wouldn't think about. So I told him just go ahead and keep staying on I-40, and then tell me where it actually stopped. Because it kept trying to turn him around, until once he got to a specific spot, it quit trying to tell him to turn around and tell him go ahead and keep going. And the reason why is because there was a section of I-40 there that, for some dumb reason, again, this is a trucker GPS, guys. It was trying to make him avoid this section of I-40 that was totally truck legal. So, you think your truck GPS is going to be like be all end all whatever, keep you out of trouble? Guess again. I've seen plenty of cases of people reporting problems with their truck GPSs, having one issue or another. Also want to keep in mind, GPS devices require a satellite signal. You have upward of about 30 or so satellites up in space, and you have to have a good connection to at least 3 of them to be able to effectively triangulate your position on a GPS. If it doesn't know where you're at, it can't effectively route you. That one is closed. All right, so we'll come up over here. You also could have solar flares from the sun, or thunderstorms, stuff like that. That could actually affect your ability to get a good connection to satellites and prevent you from being able to route yourself. So it really does behoove you to know how to do this stuff on your own. How to do proper trip planning and not rely blindly on your GPS. GPS is great if you Now, if you already have it set up to take the exact route you've already trip planned for. Otherwise, don't blindly follow it, please. All right, anyway, we're all done with this one here. I'm going to go ahead and call this video a night. We'll have another one set up running for you guys when we get on the way into Danville. I think I do have, yeah, we'll be talking, I think I'll be talking about recaps. 34 versus recaps when you're out on the road. So I'll probably cover a little bit of that in that video, okay? Till then, we'll see you on that one, all right? Y'all have a great night. We'll see you then.